Stephen, a 3-0 win over Bangor in the County Interim Shield tonight. Can I get your thoughts on the game, please?
Yeah, look, obviously we made 7 changes from the team that has played for the last 4 games. So it was really good for me to get an opportunity to see all these lads. We see them in training, but you really got to see them in a proper game, in a big game. And I know Bangor made a number of changes also, but it was a good contest between 2 good teams. And I thought we got to grips with the game really, really well. In the first half, we passed the ball really well, got into good areas of the football pitch without really penetrating them. I must say, we passed the ball great round the back through the midfield areas, but we just didn't really get the penetration, at the top end of the park, maybe as the domination would have suggested. But I asked them for a little bit more in the second half and a little bit more determination to get into the box to try and get those goals, and to get 3 without reply was very, very good. And it was a really good performance from some of our senior players. Billy Joe Burns making a return here tonight, and I thought he was fabulous how he marshalled the team around the back, and Billy, BJ and also BBR, who stepped in for his first game, marshalled that really well. So it was good to see those guys settling in nicely in there. Kyle Cherry stepping in as well into the midfield and control things. Joe, very, very good. But then it's good to see a young player coming on from the subs bench, 16 years old, Cody James, scoring a goal in his debut, and what a wonderful goal it was too. Took it with some aplomb. So it rounds off a nice evening, when you score 3 goals and get through nice and comfortably, and also be able to blood a 16-year-old footballer, and Daniel as well, coming on the last sort of 5 or 7 minutes also at 16. It bodes well for these young players, and gives them something to look up to and aspire to, and hopefully they'll have big careers in front of them.
As you say, it seemed like we're in control for all of the game there. I suppose the pleasing thing was that we didn't at any stage sort of panic. As you say, the first half maybe didn't have the penetration, but once we did get the goal in the second half, we really just went on from there to see it through.
Yeah, I'd asked the players tonight to sort of just express themselves and make sure that they got their foot on the ball and pass it, because we didn't have Lecky in the team and we didn't have that outlet, and so it was a little bit different, where I wanted them to keep the ball a little bit more, wanted them to try and pass out through the back if we could and get into the midfield areas, and I thought we did that really, really well. Some super performances. Our 2 young fullbacks, always available to take the ball, looking to move forward, every single time they got it, and that's good. It's a good rhythm in our game. It gives us something that we can work on, and that's again well honed on a training pitch that's been going on behind the scenes also. So you have to find different ways to play against different teams, and there's more than one way to win a football match.
You obviously talked about the likes of Billy Joe, coming back for sort of his first start and getting the opportunity to see a lot of those players, and I suppose it gives them an opportunity to give yourself a bit of a headache going forward as well.
I said exactly that to the boys. I said, look, we want, with 7 changes in our team tonight, they were all a lot of the subs over the last few weeks who haven't maybe got minutes under their belt, and I say, look, you've got to pose me big questions. You've got to give me big performances that sort of say, play me, and that's what's going to be required. And we're going to pick up injuries and suspensions in the coming weeks. That's just natural and normal in football. We have a very light squad, really. We really only have, this 18 players available, maybe plus these 3 younger players that are now coming in, because we have 3-4 injuries that are long term, and we have to wait on all those players coming back. So the number's very tight, and when we lose 1 or 2 to injury over the next 2 or 3 weeks, all these younger players are going to be called on, and that's why you need your players playing like tonight and getting that game time behind them, so as when they're called upon, that they're fully ready, and not having sat on a bench rusting for 4 weeks. They need to be fresh, ready to play, and I thought they did that really well here tonight.
Stephen, thank you.